All right, greetings and welcome to Spiritual Magic Journey. This is your weekly oracle card reading for November the 26th through December the 2nd of 2018. Wow. Yes, we are at the end of the month going into December. I hope you guys had a wonderful and blessed Thanksgiving. For those that celebrated it, I hope everyone stayed safe and ate lots of food. I want to get some smoke signals going here. With my holy wood, we're going to ring our bell. I should have your monthly tarot readings for each zodiac sign up this week for the month of December. Guys, I am using the Crystal Wind Oracle deck. It's by Antonio de Liberato, and the artwork is by Lisa Iris. So please, and the link is in the description, so go check out that website. There's tons and tons of information on that website. Just a tons of good information. And I'm going to see if I can get my holy wood burning. I had it going earlier. So again, I will be drawing the three cards, so you can listen to each card, listen to each message. I'm sure something will resonate with you. Let's ring our bell for spirit. That also cleanses the area while I'm getting my holy wood burning. I do see some smoke signals that are starting to rise. I'll do a couple of shuffles. So yeah. So did you guys have a great Thanksgiving? I hope you did. What about Black Friday? Did anybody go out shopping for Black Friday? Did you find any good deals for Black Friday? I know we have Cyber Monday coming up. Guys, there is a coupon code on the website, Spiritual Magic Journey. Everything is discounted. You will get a discount when you check out on spiritualmagicjourney.com. So that goes for the readings, everything on the entire website. So, and that sale will be going on until the end of this month. Yeah, until I think I got it going till November the 30th. So hop on over there if you see something you want. Now you can get it discounted. Okay, we'll do a few more shuffles. We're going to jump right in this reading. Hopefully new messages. We always got new energies coming through. What messages and energies want to come through this week, Spirit? Everyone is in the sound of my voice. Okay, so choose a card. You don't have to choose a card or a number. And listen to all three messages. I'm sure something will resonate with you. Let me put on my thing here, long sleeves. So let's see what we got for card number 1. If you chose this card, you got Bridget. The Celtic goddess Bridget ignites the poet's heart. And I know we have had this card before, but we're going to see what the book has to say. And then if I get any channel messages that come through, I will relay them. So let's see what the book has to say about Bridget. You see that? Yes. Bridget, inspiration. The Celtic goddess Bridget ignites the poet's heart. So Bridget is the Celtic goddess of fire, healing, fertility, poetry, cattle, and patroness of smiths. She is the lady of the sacred flame, the flame of inspiration, and the flame of creative consciousness. Bridget is the bringer of prosperity, goddess of fertility, new growth, and birth. The word Bridget itself signified an inspiration and motivation to perform well and excel in every field. Her healing powers made her a goddess, and people worship the flame as the Bridget's flame as one of her forms. Bridget is a triple goddess, but not in the usual maiden, mother, and crone sense. Although she is celebrated as the spring maiden on her special feast day of Imbolc at the start of February, she has three aspects. One as a poet and a muse of inspiration and of occult knowledge. One as a goddess of a smithcraft, and one is a healer and goddess of medicine. So all three aspects are united through symbolism of fire in one aegis goddess. Wow. So the expanded meaning here with this card is it's time for you to be inspired and start writing. Many people around you see an inspiring person. You are learning that you don't need to retreat from your efforts, and you can create your world by following your heart. This card is very powerful and symbolizes that you are a creator and co-creator in all aspects of your life. You're on your way. That is so true, because we are creators and co-creators. You are constantly creating your life every day. Every day you're creating your life. So this is telling you if you've been waiting to write a book or wanting to write a book, maybe some of you are getting inspirations to maybe start your own YouTube channel, whatever it is, some kind of healing art, some kind of spiritual discipline, whatever it is telling you to go for it. You will be successful if that's what your heart desires. Do what your heart desires and you will have success at that. This card, Bridget, also represents success, fertility, bringing forth fertility. Some of you may be thinking about or trying to get pregnant at this time. There could be a good chance that can happen. Some of you are having all these creative ideals popping up in your head. I want you to pay attention to those and go forth on a goal, a wish, or desire that you have, because it will bear fruit for you. So for those that are wanting to been inspired to write a book, maybe it's your biography, maybe it's children's book, whatever it is, maybe it's just a self-help book, maybe it's just a simple book, ebook. Now you don't have to have a big publisher to publish your own books. You can do it yourself. You can sell them on Amazon. Write them up in an ebook. So whatever it is, this creative idea that you have or that you want to do, whether it's starting a business, flipping houses, going into real estate, starting your own business, whatever it is, I want you to go for it. It will bear fruit for you. It will be good for you. Some of you want to go into the healing arts. And I think that is a wonderful ideal. And you will be successful. We're all creating and co-creators. You're constantly creating this illusion that you're in right now. In the matrix, you're creating everything around you. So think about that. And think about what else that you could be creating. Whatever it is that your heart's desire, or you got a goal you want to do, or you're being called, or you're getting all these ideals and your inspirations are coming, to you now. I want you to go with it, go for it, and you will have success at it. But the time is now. Now, while you've got that creative energy flowing through you, a lot of you have that creative energy flowing through you now. So get to it. So let's see what we got for number 2. Mystic Rose. An enraptured angel contemplates a mystic rose. We ever had Mystic Rose? Encaptured angel contemplates a mystic rose. This is all about unconditional love. Unconditional love. An encaptured angel contemplates a mystic rose. Unconditional love is to see through the veil of separation and to see the divine essence in the other person. Do you ever stop and do that? Do you ever catch yourself thinking about that? You see someone that's totally different, on the opposite spectrum of yourself. And then you stop and think, we're just alike. We're just one being. This person could be an angel that you're seeing. Do you ever stop and think? Because I do that all the time. It's like you're seeing through the veil of separation. There is no separation. That's what this illusion would love you to think, but there is none. All right, let me get back to reading. So you realize that the other person is making choices and choosing experiences that serve their higher good. They may have lessons they need to learn, requiring choices that require taking on a specific form, ethnicity, age, sex, and circumstances. Regardless of the veil of separation, regardless of the circumstances and their choices, you see the divine essence in them and their path to oneness. Now, I'm going to stop and say, have you stopped and looked at someone and you see, maybe you don't necessarily like the choices that they're making, but you understand, through the veil of oneness, that the decisions that they are making is for their own higher good. It's lessons that they need to learn. That saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. So I see that. Kind of, in some people that I, interact with. And I'm thinking, why are they making those crazy choices? And why are they doing that? But, it's for that's what they came here to do. It's their learning. So let me get back to the book. I'm rambling on. So that's their path to oneness. You have unconditional love for them, regardless of their choices. All choices serve a higher good, even choices that do not appear to represent or resonate with your own. So the expanded meaning here is you have the gift of love without expectations. A past misunderstanding is forgotten. You forgive or are forgiven. This is also a card of maternal devotion. Relationship is the means to a greater love. You perceive the mundane as symbolic and sacred. The answer you seek is in your heart. Wow. So, this is for some of you that, like I was saying when I was reading the descriptions, you have that gift of love without expectations. It means you love without expecting anything in return. Do that, and which I think everyone should do that, but a lot of people don't do that, because if they give you something or do something for you, then they expect something in return. That's where the problem is for a lot of people. But for some of you that have had, squabbles, spats, fights, with someone, now is the time for you to forgive. Maybe it was you. You was either on the receiving end or you was on the giving end of some kind of squabble or spat or some type of fight or some miscommunication, hurt words were said. Now is the time to go to that person and ask for forgiveness. Or maybe that person may come to you and ask for forgiveness. But it's time to, reconnect and do some forgiveness if there's some that needs to be done in your life. I mean, because we're talking about choices here. People making choices that you don't necessarily agree with. I see that on a daily basis, but what can you do? You can't make someone stop using drugs. You can't make someone stop using alcohol. You can't make someone, stop doing certain things. You can talk to them. You can be a shoulder that they can come to and, lend the ear and stuff like that and hear them. You can give them good advice. You can give them your wisdom. If you guys hear Tristan, she's outside barking. But that doesn't mean they're going to change or, make the choices that you wish they would make. But you see that they're on their path to oneness. That is their lessons to be learned here. That is their spiritual path that they have to walk. So, this card also is talking about this is a card of maternal devotion. So guys, if you do have that, fortunate enough to have your mom or some maternal, parent still be living, make sure you cherish that relationship. If there has been any kind of arguments, any kind of miscommunications, anything that has caused a rift or a distance in that, repair that immediately. Whether you're agreed or disagreed what the person said. And this is not only maternal, but anyone. And this could have been with a mother and their child. Or this could have been with the child and the mother, or an adult and their mother. Repair that relationship immediately. Everyone is on each. Everyone's on a different path. We're not on the same, we're not all vibrating on the same frequency. You have to understand that when you stop and look at people. That's another thing. Everyone's on their path to oneness. So that's how they come here, have experiences, grow, and learn. So do keep that in mind. And guys, some of you are looking for answers. And this card, Mystic Rose, is telling you that those answers always lie within. And they lie within in the heart. So you know the right thing to do. If there's anything that's going on in your life, you know the right thing to do and the right decision that you have to make. And sometimes you have to let, people make their choices. Maybe you are a parent and you're seeing your kid, just going down, making some choices that you do not agree with. Now you can talk to them. You can give them your advice and wisdom. But then again, they're adult. They're going to have to make their own choices. And they're going to have to live with those choices. And they will grow and learn from their mistakes. So let's see what we've got for number 3. Guinevere, catalyst for change. I love that. Don't you just love change? Change for the better, change for the good. So let's hope this is a change for the better and the good for all. So let's see what Guinevere has to say. And I know for sure we have never had Guinevere before. And I'm going to see where Guinevere is. She might be located under something because she is not in the G section. Oh, yes, she is. I was looking at the wrong page. Okay. So maybe you guys, some of you may be on a path of change, which we are constantly changing our bodies due to the energy that's coming through. You know, we're constantly changing and adapting to this energy. That means everybody, everyone's cells, everyone's body, even the organs adapt to the energy that comes through. So let's see what Guinevere has to say. I'm sorry about Tristan barking. It says, follow your heart, catalyst for change. Guinevere, the wife of Britain's legendary king Arthur, is best known in Arthurian romance through the love of Saint Lancelot. Bore for her, she was married to a man and respects but doesn't love, and was not love. Wait a minute, I'm getting confused here. Tristan's making me lose my train of thought. Okay, let's start over. Let's talk about Guinevere. So let me get this. Guinevere, the wife of Britain's legendary king Arthur, is best known as Arthurian romance for the love of Sir Lancelot. Bore for her, she was married to a man she respects but doesn't love, and was in love with a man she can never have. Her love for Lancelot, which could not be denied, endured. She followed her heart without sacrificing her loyalty. So the expanded meaning here is an affair of the heart is possible as you reevaluate a relationship or contemplate a change of lovers. A passion grows slowly and becomes inevitable. And attraction becomes the catalyst for profound change. You might be facing compromise. Can you be true to your heart without breaking the heart of others? You understand the heights and depths of emotion. The gift of star-crossed love is wisdom. This is also a card of self-acceptance. Human flaws coexist with virtue and create legendary love. Oh, so this is all about love and relationships right here. So, just like Guinevere, who was in love, was married to a man that she was not in love with, but was in love with someone that she knew she could never have. So, is anyone out there going through a similar situation as Guinevere? So this card is also talking about self-acceptance. You know, we all have our human flaws, and everyone has something they don't like. You know, I would say a human flaw about themselves that they would, I don't know if they would care to change. I don't really see anything I would care to change. I accept myself. Do you accept yourself? This is more talking about for those that are maybe in a relationship that you're not really in love with the person anymore, or you're not committed to that relationship anymore, even though your partner may be in it 100%. Maybe you have feelings for someone else. The question is, what decision are you going to make? Will you follow your heart? Will you break the heart of the person you're with? You know, those are things that you have to maybe meditate on and ask yourself. But the person that you're really in love with, does this person really love you back? So that is a lot to really think about, especially if you're in a committed married relationship and you have to go through a divorce to be with someone that you are in love with. Now, hopefully this person is definitely in love with you to have to go through a divorce. But if it's just a relationship, then, that's not as bad as going through a divorce, or it's not as hard as going through a divorce. But if you're in a relationship and you know that you're not committed, don't wait. I say don't waste any more time in a relationship where you don't love that person. Maybe you're just in that relationship too because you're comfortable with it. You know how people just get comfortable in their settings and they don't want change. Maybe you're just comfortable with it. But if you're really not in love with your mate, I think it's the time for change. So make sure you always follow your heart, go within, and your heart would never lie to you. It's like over, what is it? Logic. Reason and logic over your heart. What your mind's telling you and then what your heart's telling you to do. And for those that have not even accepted themselves and all their flaws, you might want to do some mantras or some looking into the mirror and really accepting yourself for who you are. Because you've heard that said, if you that can't even accept yourself for who you are and your flaws and everything that that comes along with you, that's your package, then how in the world can you love someone else? Is that really truly love? Do you think you just love that person? No, it's not. Especially if you don't love yourself. You're just clinging to that person. Do you kind of get where I'm going with that? So if you are in a relationship, basically, and you're not really in love, but you're in love with someone else, follow your heart, especially if the other person really loves you. Don't waste any more of your precious time. Well, I shouldn't even say it like that because time is an illusion, isn't it? But it seems so little time in our, time that we have here, that we call time here on this earth or this plane or in this game or in this matrix, however you want to call it. I say follow your heart, especially if there's someone else that loves you, but you're in a relationship. I say change. There could be other catalysts of change that may be coming up into your life. It's going to cause you to make changes. And I hope all those changes are for the good. So guys, I'm going to leave it with that. I hope everyone has a wonderful and blessed week. And when I come back, I will see you in December. Yes, already in December. So I'm going to leave it with that. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget, discounts going on at spiritualmagicjourney.com. You need a reading. Lots of other things over there. Kits, spell kits. And if you don't see something on there, just email me. I'm sure I have it. It's just not on the website yet. So, love each and every one of you. Gonna leave it with that. Blessings, my friends, and namaste.